Dear audience, so today we will have a training session for infrastructure and data center management. So in Arabic we call it البنية التحتية وإدارة مركز البيانات. So in this training session, we will talk about that how infrastructure and data center management works. So this is one of the typical example that how the data centers looks like. So basically, it's a building or it's a room where we keep all the facilities related to data, computers, processing, cooling systems, and other accessories. So what is an infrastructure and data center? So basically, this is like, as I told you, it's a building where we can do like, backup system, optimization, performance. We ensure the efficiency and fostering the resilience. Why infrastructure and data centers are essential for us? Because it's essential. We need to store the data, we need to fill the data because nowadays we have a big data, we have a high volume of the data, high velocity of the data, high veracity of the data. So to control all these things, we need a huge amount of the data centers and the rate system and specific places for that one. And so there is a different classification accordingly, like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 classification. So we will discuss shortly. So basically, this is like the foundation for digital operations. Like these are the houses, we can say it's a critical IT infrastructure. Basically, it impacts on the performance of an organization, the uptime, and specifically security. The drivers are, for example, if you invest more, so you can go for the good tire, and if you will invest lower, you can go for the lower tire. And the last thing is sustainability, that how you shift for energy consumption towards the sustainability like solar energy or sustainable nuclear energy. So how we understand, as I told you, that we have four different tire systems over there, and here in this buildings what we have a power redundancy, cooling system, uptime guarantees, and these are the most important thing over here. So the tier 1, we see this is the most basic one, and tier 4 is the most advanced one and most fault tolerance. And it's like uptime is 99.995%, while tier 1 is like 99.671%, and with the low backup, and there is no, like, or there's only single path for power and cooling. While tier 2, they have it's also single path for power and cooling, but they have redundant backups for some certain components. While in tier 3, we can see there is a multiple path for power and cooling in case if there is a power outage, or if there is a cooling problems in the air conditions of our certain rooms. So, and there is also backup system in tier 3. Tier 4 is the most costly, and it is fully fault tolerance with the redundant of everything, every component, and expectancy uptime is 99.995% per year. So this is like, the overall statistics taken from the uptime, and then we can see tier 1 uptime guarantees statistics on the row number 1. Downtime per year, like you can see, downtime for tier 1 is 28 hours, and for tier 4 is 26.3 minutes. So you can see, compare component redundancy, like there is no component redundancy, there is nothing redundant. Tier 2 is partially redundant, and tier 1, tier 3 is like, semi-partially redundant, and type 4 is fully redundant. As far as the maintenance is concerned, so there is no maintenance for tier 1 and tier 2, but tier 3 is like, partially maintained, and tier 4 is regularly maintained. The price for tier 1 is cost for the different tire increases from tier 1 to tier 4. Compartmentalization is only done in tier 4. The other 1, 2, 3 tires are no, there is no compartmentalization. Staffing is 24/7 slash 365 days of the year in the tier 4, while in tier 1 there is no staffing. Tier 2 has one staff, and tier 3 has one plus staff. Typical customers, like, small companies, tier 1, they use it because this is costly. Tier 2 is small and medium businesses, and tier 3 is growing and large businesses, and tier 4 is like government entities and large enterprises, where ministries and others sensitive data is measured. The main reason why we select these types, the most affordable data center is type 1. A good cost to performance ratio is type 2, so you can go for this one. A fine line between high performance and affordability is line 3. And the fourth one is the fault tolerance facility, ideal for consistently high level for traffic and processing demands. Here are some key consideration while choosing a data center. So you can look for uptime needs for your company and downtime, mission critically hosted servers for the data, allocated budget, security requirements of your company, any relevant legal obligation and customer expectation for your company. So these are like certain key consideration points. Infrastructure points like machinery, what they have, key feature or infrastructure, what we have it. The essential components are PDU, means power distribution units, uninterruptible power supplies UPS, cooling system CRAC units, and chillers, network switches and routers, as we studies in a CCNA as well, servers and storage areas. And then we can explain, like there are different like components of the data centers which is are available in the data centers. Yes, monitoring is very much important. So we have some certain dashboard to keep the pulse up and monitoring and managing your data centers. And then we have a dashboard displaying the real-time data. For example, if you have a telecom companies like British Telecom or STC or Betalco, so you can see the real-time consumption, temperature, and server health. There is tools and technology. We can also discuss like DCIM. So the DCIM stands for Data Center Infrastructure Management Software. It talks about environmental monitoring like temperature and humidity, power and capacity management, asset tracking and maintenance, security and access control, who can access the system and who cannot. So this is a typical dashboard for this kind of monitoring and management system. Optimization and performance deficiency, like squeezing every drop, optimizing performance and efficiency, because uh, the more you optimize, the more ROI, the more revenue on investment will be there. And for this one, you need some strategies for the best practices like power and cooling optimization to use less power and have like more cooling. Server virtualization and consolidation. So in case if you don't want to use more servers, so you can use the virtual servers. Storage optimization and deduplications. For example, if you don't deduplicate, so you can save your memory. Automation and workflow of management is also the key points for the strategies. Security is a very important thing. We know that fortifying the fortress, like data center security best practices. We need like physical security, access control, and surveillances are important. Network security, like intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention systems, firewalls, IDS, IPS. Data security encryption system, like encryption system in case of asymmetric encryption or symmetric encryption, two keys, one keys, and like strong like encryption schemes like AES is mostly are used, or a PKI system. And then we have incident response and disaster recovery plannings are also important in case if there is any unknown attack or new attack on your system. So how you gonna respond to it? How what is your backup recovery plan? Sustainability is a new cry of the day, and United Nations SDG goals is sustainability is one of the 17th, one of the 17 goal, and every company needs to go for that one to get like sustainable energy either through solar or through like in sustainable nuclear energy as well, right? And mostly like Japan's are using robots for even in their restaurants, so we can also go for these kind of futuristic robots and advanced automation, so that and the human needs become reduced, and also we can go for sustainability. So AI and predictive maintenance are important. Like for example, you can also predict that what are the maintenance time for different machines, that also can be predicted through the data in a company. And edge computing and distributed data centers are also available. And moreover, hyper-converged infrastructure and software-defined data centers are also very common nowadays. So concluding this one, we need to master the art and science, and so it's not only the science, the arts is also that how we can apply the holistic approach to data center management, and the importance of comprehensive approach to data center management, that which tier is best for my company, either tier 1 would be better for me, or tier 2, tier 3, or tier 4. So this is like, mostly your arts and skills and your managerial skills. So you need to apply all these learnings what we learned today, and for optimizing an efficient and secure data center operation in your own organization. And I hope this will be helpful to you. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video.